Did you know there's a silent heart risk stealing your energy, clouding your mind, and putting you at risk for a heart attack, yet your doctor almost never checks it? It's not cholesterol, and it's not your blood pressure. For privacy reasons, I'll call our main character today Mary, a vibrant 62-year-old grandmother who thought she was doing everything right, eating her oatmeal, walking daily, and taking her meds. But one day she woke up so tired she could barely lift her coffee cup, her joints ached, and her memory started slipping. She was terrified she'd miss her grandkids' graduations, or worse, end up in the hospital. Sound familiar? Stick with me, because I'm going to reveal the hidden heart risk Mary discovered, backed by simple science, and share 3 practical steps: specific foods, a 5-minute daily habit, and a surprising kitchen trick that could lower your risk by up to 40%. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to take charge of your heart health today, and hit that subscribe button to join our quality senior living family. Let's dive into Mary's story. She's like so many of you, active, loves her garden, and treasures Sunday dinners with her family. But over the past year, something changed. She felt sluggish, like her body was betraying her. Her doctor checked her cholesterol, her blood sugar, even her thyroid. Everything came back normal. Yet Mary's energy was gone. Her heart would race at night, and she started forgetting where she parked her car. She thought, is this just aging? Am I doomed to feel this way? The truth is, there's a hidden culprit most doctors overlook, and it's called homocysteine. It's not a buzzword. It's a sneaky compound in your blood that, when too high, inflames your arteries, fogs your brain, and raises your heart attack risk by as much as 30%, according to studies from the American Heart Association. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how Mary tackled this and how you can too, with easy everyday changes. First, let's talk about what homocysteine is and why it's a bigger deal than cholesterol for people over 60. When you eat protein, think chicken, eggs, or fish, your body breaks it down into amino acids. One of those, methionine, turns into homocysteine in your liver. Normally, your body clears it out, but as we age, stress, poor diet, or even genetics can make homocysteine pile up like dirty laundry. High levels attack your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow, which is like putting a kink in your garden hose. It stops the flow. For Mary, this showed up as exhaustion and memory lapses. A 2023 study from Harvard found that people with homocysteine levels above 10 micromoles per liter were 25% more likely to have heart issues than those with levels below 7. The kicker? Most doctors don't test for it unless you ask. So, step 1, ask your doctor for a homocysteine blood test. It's simple, costs about $30, and could save your life. Comment 2 if you're going to ask for this test at your next checkup. Now, let's get to the good stuff, how Mary lowered her homocysteine naturally and how you can start today. The first game changer is food, specifically a nutrient-packed breakfast that takes 5 minutes to make. Mary used to start her day with toast and orange juice, thinking it was healthy, but processed carbs and sugary drinks can spike homocysteine by stressing your liver. Instead, she switched to a heart-smart smoothie. Here's how you make it. Blend 1 cup of frozen spinach, half an avocado, a handful of walnuts, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and a cup of unsweetened almond milk. Why does this work? Spinach and avocado are loaded with folate, a B vitamin that converts homocysteine back into harmless methionine. Walnuts and flaxseed provide omega-3s, which reduce inflammation, and studies show they can lower your homocysteine by 15% in just 8 weeks. Make this smoothie 3 times a week, and you're giving your heart a fighting chance. Mary noticed her energy return within 2 weeks. She was back to chasing her grandkids without gasping for air. Try the smoothie tomorrow morning and comment 3 if you're in. Tell me your favorite ingredient in the comments. I'll share more recipes if you do. But food is only part of the puzzle. Let's talk about a 5-minute daily habit that Mary added to her routine, and it's not what you think. It's not jogging or lifting weights. It's a gentle breathing exercise called 4-7-8. Here's how it works. Sit comfortably, inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat 5 times, twice a day, once in the morning, once before bed. Why does this help? Stress raises homocysteine by flooding your body with cortisol, which messes with your liver's ability to clear it.
A 2024 study from the Journal of Gerontology found that daily breathing exercises lowered cortisol by 20%, which in turn reduced homocysteine levels in seniors by 10%. Mary started doing this while sitting on her porch listening to birds, and it became her favorite part of the day. She said it felt like resetting her body's stress clock. Try it right now. Do one round with me. Inhale, hold, exhale. Feels good, right? Comment 4 if you're adding this to your daily routine, and let me know how it feels after a week. Now, here's where Mary's story takes a turn. She was doing the smoothie, the breathing, but her homocysteine was still borderline high, around 12 micromoles. She was frustrated, thinking, what am I doing wrong? That's when she discovered a surprising kitchen trick that made all the difference: soaking her beans and lentils. Mary loved her chili, but she didn't know that unsoaked beans are harder for your body to digest, which can strain your liver and raise homocysteine. So she started soaking her black beans or lentils in water with a splash of apple cider vinegar for 8 hours before cooking. This breaks down compounds called phytates, which block nutrient absorption. Lentils and beans are rich in vitamin B6, which helps your body turn homocysteine into cysteine, a building block for your body's top antioxidant, glutathione. A 2022 study from the University of California showed that properly soaked beans increased B6 absorption by 30%, lowering homocysteine in participants by 12%. Mary now makes a big pot of lentil soup every Sunday, and her homocysteine dropped to 7.5 in 3 months. Next time you cook beans, try this soaking trick and comment 5 to let me know how it goes. Share your favorite bean recipe in the comments. I'm curious. Now let's pause for a moment and check in with Mary. She's now 63, feeling like she's 50 again. Her energy is back, her memory is sharper, and she's dancing at her granddaughter's wedding without worrying about her heart. But here's the thing. Mary almost gave up. She thought, I'm too old to change. That's the trap so many of us fall into. The truth is, your body is like a garden. It's never too late to nurture it, but you have to act. If Mary hadn't asked for that homocysteine test, she might still be struggling, or worse, facing a heart attack. So, let's make a pact. Commit to one of these steps today: the smoothie, the breathing, or the bean soaking trick. Comment your age and the health issue you're most worried about, and I'll make a video tailored to your needs. Type 6 if you're ready to take that first step with Mary. Now, let's dive deeper into why homocysteine is such a big deal for us over 60. As we age, our bodies don't process nutrients as efficiently. Maybe you're eating the same chicken and veggies you always have, but your liver's working overtime and your kidneys aren't filtering as well. Add in stress from retirement worries or family responsibilities, and homocysteine can creep up. For Mary, it wasn't just about food, it was her lifestyle. She was skipping sleep to help her daughter with the grandkids, and she was snacking on crackers instead of nuts. Those little habits add up. A 2021 study from the Mayo Clinic found that poor sleep alone can raise homocysteine by 15% because it disrupts your body's detox pathways. So, here's another tip. Aim for 7 hours of sleep and swap processed snacks for a handful of almonds. Almonds are packed with magnesium, which supports your liver and can lower homocysteine by 10%, according to a 2023 study from Stanford. Mary started keeping a jar of almonds on her kitchen counter, and it was a game changer. Try this for a week and comment 7 if you're grabbing some almonds today.
But what about exercise? You might be thinking, I'm not climbing a mountain at my age, and you don't have to. Mary found a simple 10-minute walk after dinner worked wonders. It's not about burning calories. It's about boosting blood flow to your liver and kidneys, which helps clear homocysteine. A 2024 study from the American College of Cardiology showed that just 10 minutes of daily walking lowered homocysteine by 8% in seniors. Mary started walking around her neighborhood, waving to neighbors, and it became her social time too. She even got her friend Susan to join her, and they'd chat about their grandkids while keeping their hearts healthy. Find a walking buddy and try this tonight. Comment 8 if you're taking that evening stroll. Tell me who you're walking with in the comments. I love hearing your stories. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: medications. Many of us over 60 are on meds for blood pressure, diabetes, or acid reflux. Some of these, like metformin or proton pump inhibitors, can raise homocysteine by depleting B vitamins. Mary was on a stomach acid blocker for years, and it was silently hurting her.
She talked to her doctor about alternatives, like dietary changes for reflux, and added a B vitamin-rich diet. If you're on meds, don't stop them, but ask your doctor if they could be affecting your homocysteine. A simple tweak like eating more B6-rich foods, think salmon or sweet potatoes, can make a difference. A 2023 study from Johns Hopkins found that increasing B6 intake lowered homocysteine by 14% in patients on metformin. Mary added baked sweet potatoes to her weekly menu, and her reflux improved too. Try a sweet potato this week and comment 9 if you're giving it a shot. Share your favorite turmeric recipe in the comments. I'm all ears. As Mary's journey continued, she hit a high point. She went for a checkup, nervous but hopeful. Her homocysteine was down to 6.8, optimal range. She felt like she'd cracked the code. But here's the twist. She learned that genetics play a role too. Some of us have a gene variant called MTHFR that makes it harder to process homocysteine. About 40% of people have this variant, and it's more common as we age. Mary got tested and found she had the heterozygous version, meaning one of her genes was underperforming. Knowing this empowered her. She doubled down on her smoothie, breathing, and bean soaking tricks. If you suspect this gene might be an issue, ask your doctor for an MTHFR test or a homocysteine test to get the full picture. Comment 10 if you're curious about your genes and want to learn more. Let's talk about one final trick Mary discovered, a spice you probably have in your kitchen right now, turmeric. This golden spice isn't just for curry, it's a homocysteine-fighting powerhouse. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, reduces inflammation and supports your liver's detox pathways. A 2022 study from the University of Texas found that 1 teaspoon of turmeric daily lowered homocysteine by 11% in seniors. Mary started adding a pinch of turmeric to her soups, smoothies, and even her morning tea. She loved how it gave her dishes a warm flavor, and it helped her joints feel less stiff too. Sprinkle some turmeric on your next meal and comment 11 if you're trying it. Share your favorite turmeric recipe in the comments. I'm all ears.
Now, let's bring it all together. Mary's story shows us that the #1 heart risk your doctor never checks, homocysteine, can be tamed with simple, everyday changes. She went from feeling drained and scared to vibrant and confident, all because she took action. Here's your plan. First, ask for a homocysteine test. Second, make that heart-smart smoothie 3 times a week. Third, do the 4-7-8 breathing exercise twice a day. Fourth, soak your beans before cooking. Fifth, swap processed snacks for almonds and aim for 7 hours of sleep. Sixth, take a 10-minute walk after dinner. Seventh, check your meds with your doctor. And eighth, add a pinch of turmeric to your meals. These steps aren't just about your heart, they're about living your best years, whether it's dancing at a wedding or playing with your grandkids. If you keep ignoring homocysteine, you're rolling the dice with your health. Fatigue, memory loss, or even a heart attack could be waiting. But if you act now, you could lower your risk by up to 40%, feel sharper, and have energy to spare. Mary's proof it's possible, and you're never too old to start. So, join our quality senior living family. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and share this video with someone you love. Comment A if you love this video, B if you didn't, and tell me one thing you learned today. I read every comment and might make a video just for you. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Let's keep thriving together.